Hello and welcome to Star Ladder here at Face It. We are the English stream for SLTV, so very nice to see you back here today. Our first match is going to be Vertus Pro versus Penta. About to get into it. What are our maps for today, Mr. Hoss?
Our maps are Inferno first, followed by Cash, and if needed, the third map will be Mirage.
So, as you can see, Mr. Hoss is back in the studio today. How are you, sir?
I'm good. It's good to be back here. First cast of 2015. Let's get it underway.
So you've been a bit of a traitor to Counter-Strike, been commentating League of Legends and playing Hearts of the Swarm.
Heroes of the Storm.
I don't even know what it's called, man.
Yeah, Heart of the Swarm was StarCraft. But yeah, I did some League of Legends stuff back in the back end of last year for GIF-GAF iSeries. That was pretty awesome. Cast alongside Panky. And since then, I've just been playing Heroes of the Storm. Just enjoying that. I might try and cast some of that if I get the opportunity to, but for now, back here at Face It.
Awesome. So we are about to get into this match. As we said, it is Virtus Pro versus Penta. Again, we saw both of these teams yesterday. Penta looking quite good, actually. A team which are, I'd say, relatively new to the kind of upper echelons of Counter-Strike on the radar. I can see byali just opening boxes while he's waiting for the knife round to start.
Yep, we've actually got the odds on the screen for this knife round, and well, it's pretty one-sided to say the least. 86% from eGaming bets and 82% for all you people that put skins on. That's very one-sided. Expecting this one to probably go 2-0 for you guys out there. Yeah, they're looking for the easy skins, easy life. And I think the thing is, I think Penta are going to be heavy underdogs versus these top-tier teams until one day they start to upset the apple cart and send people raging with their skins. So I would be careful about betting against Penta because one day they're going to, I think, you know, if they seem quite solid and if they keep going the way they have been so far, one day they are going to upset people and turn a tide. They actually surprised a few people back at DreamHack and they've made 2 roster changes since then. So obviously looking to get an improvement in there and come out this side even stronger.
Right, as we are into the pistol again. Last time we saw VP play Inferno yesterday, we saw they were just loitering around this area, but today it looks like they're going to have a different plan. So, more strats coming out of the Polish tactical bag here from VP, as we have a number of people heading up towards the apps.
Yeah, Snax is going to chuck that flashbang in there. To warn a few people off. Denis spots a few people in apps, but TaZ is going to rush him down. Gets the first frag, jumps out of apartment. It's going to be Nex who will get taken down next, as TaZ is 2 for 0 right now.
See kRYSTAL just trying to hold things down while his teammates rotate. The bomb is going to get planted for Virtus Pro. Only Neo down so far, so they do have a man advantage. Got control of the pit in the name of TaZ as well. You can see all the CT stacked up together in Arch. When they are at an advantage, that nade going to do minimal damage to TaZ, so going to make things quite hard for Penta. Time is running out, and they don't have a kit on them. There could be one in the site somewhere, but not so much time to go for this push here. I am wondering if they're going to try and get some exit frags, and yeah, not going to give up on this one. There's not much for him to save, really. Spiidi's got a 5-7, struggles with smoke and a flash.
They are going to get one exit frag, though, and almost a second. But they do lose 2 members at the end, so they actually lost quite a bit in the end there. Unfortunate for them. VP taking the first round here on the arguably less favoured T side of Inferno. It's a great start for them, and they're going to be buying up these AKs.
Indeed, it is definitely the less favoured side. We'll see how things continue here. Okay, so we're going to have 2 pistols, it seems like. Normally you see maybe an AWPer. It's going to go for the more conservative buy in a second round, but TaZ and Snax rolling with a Tech 9 and 5-7 respectively.
Pasha as well with the Mac 10 in there. He's got a good amount of grenades with him, which is obviously going to help him with this one as he smokes out the quad side. Neo throwing a few bullets towards B-bomb site as Denis. He sees there's someone there, gets the first tag off, but can't follow anything up with that 5-7. Yeah,
I have to say, Pasha threw a bad smoke there and has given the CTs a gap. And that's one common problem with Inferno, is that people just stand in the middle of mid and just throw random smokes. Often they don't really do the job. Next, with putting in great work with that very strong 5-7. Things not going well for Virtus Pro right now. Penta with a 1-man advantage, and Nex has picked up an AK.
Yep, and it's only byali with this AK left. Snax, he could have got the bomb down there. He does only have a 5-7 on this A bomb site. byali's going to peek round the corner. Gets the frag onto Nex. Now 2v2 with the bomb down for Virtus Pro. It's in their hands right now, but byali gets taken down by that pistol of Strugs. It's 2 on 1. Spiidi still with this AK in hand. Snax only with a 5-7. Going to challenge Spiidi. Can go and pick up the AK if he wants. And it looks like he's going to. both of them on about the same HP here. The nade doesn't hit anything as Snax now just needs to play defensive. He's going to go for this one here. Not able to find the shot. Gets taken down. Does he have the bomb? Should do.
Oh, I don't think he does, you know. I think he might be too far away. He's going to go down to the wire here.
Oh, that is unfortunate. That was a very good round from Penta, and they couldn't get the round in the bag.
One thing I didn't check during that round was the money on Virtus Pro. I don't understand why they had 2 people playing only with pistols. You can see it ended up being a very risky strat for them, and they won that one. I mean, that was a very hard one, and I do think they made it a bit harder for themselves by going with 2 pistols versus a team full of I don't know. Anyway,
yeah.
2-0 Virtus Pro, just about, but they managed to get there in the end. So it's going to be only Neo this time with the Tech 9 Pasha rolling with the Mac 10 yet again.
Neo going to be going pretty aggressive down this banana area as Pasha doing exactly the same thing as he did last round. Just looking up the top of mid, seeing if he can find anything. Throwing a few grenades to cause a bit of a distraction. Maybe cause a little rotation round, but it seems to have had the opposite effect as Penta are stacking 4 players towards this B side.
Yeah, the bomb is still at the bottom of mid here for the T side, so they're just going to probe and try and find out where the CTs are. You can see Pasha has moved all the way up into Arch. That's going to be a possible wrap for the T's here if they choose. In the meantime, we're going to have Penta forced to push the issue down banana. Not going to go their way so far as they will fall, but Neo TaZ quite tagged. Only 2 CTs remaining. Make that 1 as kRYSTAL on the B bomb site could get 2 frags here if he picks the right people at the right time.
Yep, he does have the silenced USP in hand. He does spot 1 player, gets that one, not able to find the second there, but 1v4, sorry, it's going to be real hard for you to come out on top there as VP take the 3rd round. But again, the pistols didn't make the job any easier. It was pretty close. They were low on HP. Penta were able to pick 1 at the end, could have easily picked more. So VP lucky to even be 3 rounds up here from what we've seen already.
Indeed, and we went a whole 3 rounds before Virtus Pro started to get DDoS. You can see Snax here currently with 860 ping, so we may have a short delay. I actually had quite a reasonably long conversation with TaZ about DDoS earlier on today. Oh, and they said it is a quick DDoS, so I think we are going to get back into the game sooner than we may have expected. I'm wondering what the buy is going to be here for Penta. I'm expecting kRYSTAL is going to whip out the AWP. Does have the cash for it.
Yeah, 6.1k in the bank. You've obviously got that money there to pull out this AWP. Strugs as well can pick up an M4 if he so wishes. And this is where Penta can start to become dangerous. They've had close rounds already, yet now once they get some primary weapons in their hands, it's going to be quite dangerous for Virtus Pro, and Penta could easily pick up 1, 2, maybe even 3 rounds to tie things up.
Yes, this is going to be a key round for both teams, and hopefully we will get into it sooner rather than later, guys. So Snax should be back in a few seconds. In the meantime, you're going to have to stare at our mugs for a little while. So this is, I believe this is our last stream of the week, and then we're back on Tuesday with more SLTV madness, which is always going to be fun. Indeed, Snax has just joined the map again, so we should be ready to roll soon enough. Hopefully this does not take too long, guys. As I know, Virtus Pro have had issues all week on various tournaments and streams with DDoS, but looks like we are ready to continue here.
Yep, the unpause command has gone out when we're in to the 4th round of the first match on Inferno here, and we'll see how Virtus Pro approach this one. They know they're going up against guns, and we do in fact see kRYSTAL picking this AWP. Strugs' HE is going to hit 3 people on banana and do a significant amount of damage, to be fair.
Yeah, you can see Snax has got, you know, he's lost an arm in that one. Might lose the other one from DDoS, but never mind that. We have the Virtus Pro side just baiting the counter nades here from the CTs. Going to try and get them out sooner rather than later. Obviously, you want to exhaust the CT smokes as soon as you can to keep as many options for you open as possible a bit later on. And there is, see, that's a reasonable smoke there from the Ts, but still a little bit of a gap for Denis to look through in that bottom left corner. So only going to be so useful.
Yeah, well, it does actually look like VP going to try and execute this B bomb site here. As you said, They're trying to waste the Penta smoke grenades. They only have one left, and that's on kRYSTAL, so they can execute this. But kRYSTAL does get the first shot off onto TaZ, pulls back, throws his smoke out to delay it even more, and VP, with only 30 seconds left in this round, they're going to have to move quickly, and they're already a man down. The odds are not in their favour.
Right, push is imminent, but they could get slaughtered going through the smoke, and kRYSTAL sees one, sees two, they're both going to fall. Bomb is going to be stuck. Snax and Pasha not moving at the moment. kRYSTAL is just having a field day right now.
He's got 4 kills already. Snax the last man standing, and
Snax.
It's going to be Denis to come from behind, who came down mid.
I can see why Snax is the last one standing.
Yeah, and just standing, not doing anything else either. Easy pick off there in Banana. Penta pick up their first round of the game, and the economy for Virtus Pro is looking very up and down, to say the least.
Yeah, so Virtus Pro are going to get a stand-in, because obviously Snax had these issues yesterday, and it looks like he's going to have them for a while today. So we will cut to a break, guys, very quickly. But before we go, actually, there's a few things we need to tell you. So, I mean, we all know I've been trolling you guys something disgusting with regards to Bisons and giveaways, guys, but things are changing here at Face It. We're becoming good guys. So we've got a number of things to show you. So if we go back to the game quickly, then I can give you a breakdown as to what's going to happen over the next few weeks. Firstly, I think we have about 268,000 followers at the moment. Once we get to 270k, we're going to be giving away this lovely, beautiful blue fiery elemental P2000. So that is probably going to happen today, guys. That's going to be open to everyone. So certainly look forward to that. When we get to 280,000, guys, we're going to give away a factory new Scouts. Love me some Scout. Mine's called Jaws. Yours should also be called Jaws, should you win this.
I'll always remember that skin as well, because it was when Fearless did his amazing
4K
yes, on Cash.
Never forget that replay.
That was an awesome game to
That was
to
pretty
cast.
cool indeed. So 290k, guys, and we will be giving you a AWP pink DD pat. Again, these will all be open raffles on the stream. Once we get to the big 300k, then we are going to be throwing a Cyrex at you people. And we're going to have something for subscribers as well. I'm going to get there in a second, but everything I've shown you already will be just all open raffles on the stream. Now, today, we have started, if you go to the Face It Twitter, we are going to give this lovely Dragon King away when we reach 30,000 followers. I think we're at about 25,000 at the moment, guys. So get over there and look at the tweet, give it a retweet, and you may be eligible to win this. And for subscribers, at some point, we are going to give away a Stat Track Glock Water Elemental. And also, when we hit 300k, along with the Cyrex here, which is for everyone, we are going to give away a Glock Fade Factory New for the subscribers, chaps. So, lots of stuff going on. I didn't even mention the Bison once. You should be happy. Anyway, we're going to hit a break, guys. In the meantime, follow the channel and
Twitter. Follow on Twitter as well.
Yes, that's what I wanted to say, but the words left me. So we'll see you in a few minutes. Hello, and we are back into the game, and with little warning there, as you can see, Pasha going to take down kRYSTAL in mid. So we do have a sub We'll have to confirm exactly who it is, but his nick currently says Groovy. So we will confirm it for you ASAP.
And he's straight into the action as well, getting the headshot there with the CZ onto Strugs. So 4v3 going into this round, 4v2 now as TaZ pops out of apartments, and along with Neo, going to try and get this guy under quad, and it is Nex. Getting that shotgun money in there as well, meaning it's just Spiidi left here with an AK in hand, 1v4. Neo and Groovy both very low, so you could potentially get an exit frag here, but most likely going to be wanting to save this AK-47 and the armor that he has on his back as well.
Indeed, so Spiidi just going to be biding his time in CT spawn. So the sub is a player called Groovy. We're going to call him Groovy because Grubby would be 2 Bs.
Yep.
Does Grubby still play? Not Counter-Strike. What game was it?
He plays StarCraft and he streams Heroes now as well.
Okay, I remember watching Grubby. He was Terran, right? Was he Terran? Or am I thinking of someone else? I'm thinking of TLO actually.
I have no clue.
TLO TLO's Terran was awesome. Ooh, double AWPs coming out for Vertus Pro here. Groovy holding one of them, but he is going to throw it over to Pasha. So Pasha and Neo, the most common 2 menaces with the double AWP setup on Vertus Pro. Often you can see Neo holding the B bomb site on CT on cash with that second AWP, but we are on Inferno. Double AWP on the T side, not something you see every day.
No, it's going to be, I assume, someone going to try and get a quick pick, maybe in mid here, just because they had the spawn for it. And it is Neo. No one is facing him, however, so he's going to throw the flashbang up. And Pasha is trying to get the pick on Banana, but again, not finding anything at car. So he's going to play a little bit more aggressive here and try and pick off Strugs or Spiidi here.
You can see Strugs. He was just holding the pop flash off those barrels in case the push came in. It's a nice pop flash and hard to see in advance. Sometimes people hold it at an angle so it goes further toward pool, just in case people are already ahead of it looking towards site. But won't be any push just yet, as we do have loads of people holding the angles here at top mid for Vertus Pro.
They do lose one of their AWPs. Pasha does fall, followed by Byali. But they do pick off Denis as Nex gets another frag for his team onto TaZ. 4v2 now. As Vertus Pro, they're committed to this A site. They don't want to rotate away, and now Groovy's gone down. The bomb has fallen into the Germans' hands, as it's just Neo left with this AWP. Ideally looking to save, but getting surrounded from all angles here, trying to find an exit, but not able to do so as Strugs drops him. Penta now, second round on the board, and they've got some nice weapons that they've salvaged. That AWP, a few AKs in there as well.
That round looked fairly disorganized for Vertus Pro once they were up at top mid. Again, you saw one person, there were at least 3 of them alive at the time, maybe even 4. One person peeked quad on their own, got easily cut down by it, silenced them 4. Nobody flashing in for him or anything. I checked one player's inventory, had at least 4 nades. So maybe a result of having to play with a sub at short notice here. Who knows, but definitely not push there towards the quad area, often where you find 2 players as well. So no flashes is a bit of a question mark. Again, we've got the smokes coming in. TaZ may try and force his way through it before it dissipates, explodes, sorry, but it's not going to go his way.
Yep, as there are a lot of smokes now, as Strugs is just going to spray through it. Able to get one there whilst flashed, but Pasha gets the revenge kill, and the rotation coming in straight away here from Penta. Bomb goes down, so Vertus Pro going to have some money to play with, as the nades are coming in to try and retake this site. Pasha 62% HP. Neo is on 4. They've got a very nice crossfire setup here. Gonna see how this one goes. Next has to wait for the smoke to go in. Able to jump around the corner. Drops Neo, gets the headshot as Pasha is now 1v1 against kRYSTAL. 5 HP on Pasha. kRYSTAL gonna be wanting to swap his gun out, and he does. He's looking around, gets the kill. He doesn't have a kit. He looks for one. 5 seconds, not gonna be enough, I don't think. The bomb will explode again here. Penta now, 2 rounds where they've just been so close to winning.
kRYSTAL has left the building. Going to be back for round 8. So another expensive round for the CT side, and they are going to, let's have a look at how much money they have. So they can force it up here, and indeed they will. Vertus Pro with a 3-round advantage here, which is really important. Despite having a sub, already they have a few rounds in the bag, which is going to be key here as this game continues.
Yeah, especially when you look to swapping over into the second half, where CT side requires a little bit more communication, and with a sub that's not always possible. So getting a lead on this T side is going to be critical going into the latter stages of this game. Smokes go out, and kRYSTAL getting the shot there through 2 sets of smokes onto Neo is a great start for Penta this round on a force buy.
Okay, so we can see TaZ just emerging from the app. So he's got his P90. He's going to be behind him. Free kill there for Nex. Gets down Groovy as well. So things going back and forth between these two teams. And it looks like it may be a clean sweep here for Penta.
Yep, they've been able to pick up an AK-47. Pasha does get Denis. So that's some money down the drain for Penta as Crystal. Again, nice shot there through the smoke. Anticipating where Pasha would run. Gets that one in the bag. 5-3, still in favour of Virtus Pro. They're now the ones on the eco, not wanting to force anything just yet.
Indeed, they barely have the money to. Looks like a ragtag wallet on their side, but we have the Rec 9s coming out, the CZ as well. Deagle, all powerful pistols. Let's not forget the P250 on Groovy as well. Double nades coming into Banana, but nobody is going to be there for Virtus Pro. 4 people pushing up second mid. And there's that CZ we're talking about. Back in the mix after those reverse nerfs.
Yeah, opening things up this round. Not able to get the gun from it though. So they're still sitting on these pistols. Next with the pop flash out, followed by the HE. It's gonna hit Groovy pretty hard, in fact, as Neo now does find the M4. Next getting one. Crystal combining with the previous grenade to take down Neo. As Virtus Pro trying to get onto this A bomb site. There's 3 of them left here. They might be able to get the bomb down. As Nex says no to Byali's approach towards the site. Crystal says the same to Groovy, and it's TaZ left with this Tech 9 Sandstorm. Sitting in apartments, going to try and find one here. Trying to connect the bullets, not able to, as he will fall. So, Virtus Pro, again though, they're still in the lead here. They might be able to get a buy here. It looks like they're going for yet another eco here. Trying to get a very good economy going. And happy to potentially give up this lead and draw the game for the first time. Okay,
more pistols for Virtus Pro. No AWP for Penta. We have a 3-man push down Banana here for the CTs. Let's have a look at how this is going to go. Easy cleanup, and that's going to be complete control. We should see a fast rotation here, but the fact that there's 3 there is going to cause the Virtus Pro team to go for a fast push. They are going to bank on nobody being on Arch, and they are correct. Indeed, it looks like it's going to be a wrap towards the B bomb site.
This is a strange move. I guess Virtus Pro anticipated that it was going to be a straight through push down Banana and up to mid. So they gambled on no one being on that B site. But they gambled wrong as they found 3 Penta members ready to mow them down as they rotated through. And we have a tied game, 5-5.
Right, so straight AKs for the Virtus Pro team. Probably couldn't afford anything else. Indeed, that is the case. Penta. Let's have a look at how much money they have after those ecos. Got a fair bit of money they will be able to buy if they lose this round of 3 players, hovering around 5,500. So 5-5 it is, and again, half the rounds so far for Virtus Pro looking really good here on their T side. Question is where Groovy plays on the CT side and how much they will be affected by the sub following that DDoS.
Yeah, they are jumping up into apartments here to bypass the smoke that was thrown at the bottom of the stairs, but as you've just circled, they have 4 members lying in wait of Penta Sports.
I draw the best circles.
You do definitely draw the best circles. As Byali gets touched a little bit at the top of mid. Spiidi spots someone out on the A site. Neo now trying to see if there's anything over towards this B site. There's only 1 player there to find as...
That is GoTV lag, people.
Yep.
That's not Neo being DDoSed.
Yeah, GoTV lag. Spiidi though, he's down to 35 HP. Could be detrimental as Virtus Pro go towards one of the sites, but it looks like they've spotted something out. But next comes round, drops Pasha as Virtus Pro rotating towards the B bomb site.
You can see that frag instantly speeds things up on towards the B bomb site here, and we've got a full push coming from the CTs all the way down Banana. So Virtus Pro are going to have to move fast because the flank is coming in. It's going to be a trio of German players looking to rip their heads off, and just to get the plant, I think they'll be lucky here, as we are in a 4 versus 2. Byali going to get a trade frag there as Strugs takes down TaZ. Some extra damage there done by Byali, but the numbers were just too much.
Yeah, they do get the bomb down though, so again, they can probably get a buyout here in this next round with AKs at least. Probably not an AWP. Yeah, they've got enough for an AK buy. As they're going to try and win a round here. They've been on the decline since Groovy's joined.
Groovy appears to be the pink Power Ranger.
He does. Must be a little bit unlucky.
I think her name was Kimberly. She was hot.
I kind of skipped the whole Power Rangers phase.
I was all the way in with Power Rangers, man.
The classic nade down mid is going to find byali. Takes 35 HP off of him. Crystal did get tagged up for it, though, as Neo's going to go down banana. Two members pretty aggressive as Spiidi punishes byali. Neo, sorry for that one, and byali gets taken down elsewhere. Denis going to pick off Gruby as he popped his head out of apps without any help from his teammates there. There were no flashes, no smokes. He just easy pickings for Penta. Next getting another one here. And it just seems to be a very disorganized Virtus Pro right now.
Yeah, Penta, I'm telling you, they are a solid team. Again, we're not seeing maximum Virtus Pro. I wouldn't even say 80%. They are losing. No. They've lost 20% of their plays, but it means a lot more than 20% in terms of how they can play, especially on the T side, where you need your setups and your drills. So it's again, it's another shame because we don't get to see how Penta will do. Who knows if Snax comes back for future games, but at least for this one, we don't know how Penta would shape up versus maximum Virtus Pro, which means, you know, this is Penta are a team again who are kind of just coming onto the radar now, and like in the last month and in the future. So every match we see with them is like a learning experience for the viewers and ourselves to see the behavior of the players, how they play together, how they play in the face of adversity. But when the opponents are being DDoSed, then it doesn't really, you know, we can only tell so much of the story.
Yeah. It's not a true representation of just how good they really are. But of course, they're going to improve. They're going to come together as a team under pressure and in certain situations. But right now, they're going to be ploughing down a weakened Virtus Pro as they come onto this site. 4 members down, just byali left now. Denis looking to find him. Does so through the wooden pillar there. 8-5 now. And Penta, as you said, they're not going up against a strong Virtus Pro, but they're certainly a force to be reckoned with going into the future. Yeah,
but let's remember that they are on the favoured CT side, and Virtus Pro do already have 5 rounds here. So Virtus Pro could still have a stellar showing on the CT side. Just one question is, how much do they need to adjust to the impromptu roster change here? We will find out in 2 rounds from now, as we are into the second last round of the first half. Nades coming in for both teams. Neo pretty much lost half his life from that nade, so it's going to be a pain in the bat.
And this is actually the first time we've seen Virtus Pro pick up an AWP since their double AWP setup didn't go exactly to plan this time. It's on Pasha. He's peeking the top of mid. Didn't see anyone quad side. Going to peek arch. Not finding anyone there either. He's going to fall back into the smoke and just wait patiently to see if anyone peeks. Gets a little bit impatient, a little bit. You know, look in, see if anyone goes aggro. Misses that first shot. Strugs, though, picking up one on the B bomb site as Denis is going to try and find some Virtus Pro members here. Runs out of bullets in his M4. Gets punished by byali. Switch into that CZ a little bit too late. And 2 versus 2 on this A bomb site. Penta going to have to retake this one.
Plays were lining up on the quad side there, but never mind that. It is Neo versus 2. He needs to plant the bomb. That nade is going to help him immensely, as it is going to make it 1 versus 1 now. Strugs with 100 HP. Neo with 30. He is 1 or 2 taps away from losing this round here for Virtus Pro. Strugs just going to be patient on the quad area, and that's going to, you can see he's holding the angle there to make sure that Neo doesn't go to graveyard or pit, which will make his life easier for him. Could potentially try to jump onto the truck, but it may give a sound cue to the Virtus Pro player. He's still looking for him, and that's the advantage of an AK. 30 HP, but shot to the face will end that.
Yes, it will indeed, and that's exactly what Virtus Pro needed. One of the last rounds in this half, get it on the board. They're not going to win this half, but the best they can do is get this 8-7, as kRYSTAL now has this AWP on the CT side. Where is he going? He's going for the quick peek in mid. Going to spot out. Gets that one. Nice flick shot. Initially aiming at the legs, flicked up to the body. Drops Neo. The advantage is in Penta's favor. 5v4.
Nice. kRYSTAL is tried and tested. Passes the test again there in mid. Early on. Will slow down the T aggression here, as they are at a man disadvantage. Penta starting to take control of top banana. Still have 3 smokes in the bag as well, so will be frustrating the Virtus Pro team for a while.
kRYSTAL has now actually switched out his AWP for an M4 that he bought at the beginning of the round, just to help him out at these closer quarters. Much like we're seeing at the top of mid here, they do trade 1 for 1. as the bomb is going to be making its way and the rotation is coming round from Penta, as it's going to be 4v2 on this site initially.
Yeah, but Vertus Pro, let's see if TaZ can find out that the site is empty fast enough, as his teammates are looking to push. Oh, going to get caught with a nade in his hand. That's going to be the bomb down. That's the end of the round, as TaZ just admires an empty bomb site and a little fountain. Oh, what could have been. Look at the time on the clock as well. They definitely had time to rotate, but he just couldn't identify. Again, so many angles for him to cover on his own. Couldn't identify fast enough that the B bomb site was completely empty. And he's just going to run in and try and put an end to this round, as 13 seconds remaining. Unless he has a aimbot, this is going to go Penta's way.
And it does go Penta's way. They win the half 9-6. Kind of expected the normal scoreline on Inferno, 9-6, 8-7, 10-5, something like that. But Virtus Pro going into this second half with Gruby on their side. Going to be interesting to see where he plays, whether he can hold his position, communicate well, rotate fast enough along with the rest of the Virtus Pro lineup. And going into this pistol round, we'll see how Penta execute their T-side strats.
Yeah, in a short time Gruby's been here, he hasn't been doing amazing. So we'll have to see where he is playing, and there we go, get rid of that. Let's have a look. Gruby, number 8, is going to be playing on the B bomb site. That does make sense. I expected he probably would be over there. Probably a bit simpler than defending A with that extra player. So it's going to be only Gruby in this pistol round at the moment. 2 people rotating over for the CTs, however.
Yep, Neo did get picked on that B bomb site, so they were initially playing 2 there, but then it was all down to Gruby to try and defend this. And Penta kind of sniffed this one out as they pick up Pasha as well. And now they're going to go pushing into this site, turn away from the flashbang. Are they going to be able to pick off Gruby? Sorry, yes they are. As now Virtus Pro having to rotate round, going to have to go through ruins here because of that perfect smoke towards CT. As TaZ now going into this bomb site, seeing if he can get anything here. Spiidi's actually going to go pretty aggressive through that smoke, picking off byali, spots TaZ out, and they're just going to surround him as quickly as they can, finishing the round. Clean sweep there for Penta, bomb down, 5 kills, perfect round.
byali and Snax are arguably the 2 most dangerous players on the Virtus Pro side. So to be missing one of them is going to be an issue here for Virtus Pro. 4-round deficit now. Losing that pistol round is not going to be great for their CT side. Going to be a very long slog to get back into this first map of this best of 3. You can see now it's Penta only going with the 1 pistol and a Mag-10 as opposed to the 2 pistols on the second round for Virtus Pro when they were T, which may have cost him a few rounds that they otherwise might have won. Standard 3-2 setup here from the CTs. Going to be playing passive positions for the time being, as Gruby will fall to Denis.
Yeah, and Penta will actually lose a member here. It is next over towards this B bomb site, leaving Denis all alone, but with an AK he can get a headshot on Pasha all day long coming from that angle. As he is 1v2 over on that site. It's just byali defending this A site, and it looks like it's going to be the site that Penta dedicate this push towards. As they're holding it off, just creeping around that A site. Denis holding back at the bottom of mid, waiting for Neo to rotate around. Played that one perfectly, as Spiidi has easy pickings on byali from that height advantage. TaZ seeing if he can salvage an AK. He picks one up. He's going to get chased down, though. Penta know exactly where they are, and it's now just a question of, A, is TaZ able to save this, and B, can he get any more frags in this round? Well,
he has got armor and a 5.7 as well, so there was a lot for him to save, and he is indeed going to leg it. It's going to be chased, so hopefully he gets around the corner, hopefully for him anyway, he gets around the corner before they engage him, and he just about, well, I think, oh, kRYSTAL didn't see him, in fact, he was looking towards the site, so he may survive with this one. Oh, he did go for a peek as well, so I'm not sure if his elbow was seen by the T players, but he will survive. So, saved his armor and 5.7 for the next round, picks up an AK as well. Quite curious to see where he is going to roll with it, as I don't think we're going to see any armor buys from the rest of his team or much else. Indeed, they are all, the entire team, around $2,000, so it makes sense that they don't spend any cash so they can buy together.
Yeah, indeed, as TaZ now looking to play patiently on this B bomb site. Going to peek around, misses the first few shots. Gets tagged down to 29 HP and falls. He really needed to hit that first peek, as Spiidi now gets a second kill. Neo Going to be holding this one though. Gets 2 frags with the fallen AK. 2v3 now in favor of Penta. This A bomb site is completely open for them. And it looks like Virtus Pro going to have to retake this one after Penta plant the bomb.
Indeed, that is huge for Virtus Pro to do such damage so early as well. But again, they don't have the sight. They don't have armor either. So they may be in with a decision to make if things don't go well at the beginning of this attempted retake from the CT players. You can see Grubby spotting the play through this smoke, going to try and spray him down. Will get the frag as well. Now, this is looking massive. Spiidi still could do this. He has a lot of wall there to try and block him, but he's going to get shot straight in the face. And that's going to put an early round, the round to bed early.
Yes.
I am tongue-tied today.
And to be fair, that's what Virtus Pro needed. They were on an eco round here. Picking up this, their 7th round is pretty big. Less guns, did really early damage. Admittedly, they left all control of the A-bomb site, so they had to retake it. But dropping 3 players so early on was crucial in them winning that round. And now we see the gun round coming out. kRYSTAL with this AWP on the T side. He is the 3rd player, so may not be able to get a quick peek anywhere special. He's going to go for the mid peek anyway and not find anything there just yet. Virtus Pro also with guns in their hand, 3 AKs and 2 M4s and a good amount of grenades to halt the approaching Ts.
Okay, so Virtus Pro looking to take control of Banana. No smoke at the bottom just yet. Neo trying to engage with these terrors. And that smoke is coming in from his teammate as the smoke is pushed by Penta player. So there's going to be a battle right now, and it's going to be Virtus Pro taking advantage, but Neo only survives with 8 HP. He's going to have to get the hell out of dodge. Very susceptible to grenades at the moment.
Spiidi does only have a CZ, needs to find a primary weapon. Could go and pick one up on Banana if he is so desperate. But Pasha just holding this site. Going to throw a Molotov towards top and mid, but byali finds 2 frags before that Molotov can be thrown. And it's just Spiidi left here. 1 versus 5. Might be able to pick off 1 frag here. Maybe not, as byali gets his 3rd of the round. And now Penta going to have to eco this one, so we're going to be looking at an 11-9 most likely.
Virtus Pro catching up fairly reasonably, fairly quickly at the moment. And the money still needs to be built. Pasha, though, has an AWP in his hands and 6k in the bank. So Virtus Pro should be good for a little while. Have to be careful on this eco, though, especially Pasha, as he is up mid with his players lagging behind him. Does get the first frag. Going to peek for a second one as well. Shoot Denis straight in the head. Looks for a 3rd one. As you can see, they're trying to bait him now. Shoulder peeking. Going to get tagged through the wall. Next is the only one standing now. Pasha misses the last shot. Gets P2 50'd as well. Doesn't get a 2nd frag as the numbers overwhelm him. AWP saved by byali. And Virtus Pro now only a 2-round deficit.
Yep, and they have this AWP again here. They're rolling in the money, Virtus Pro. If you look at that, 6,000, 8,000, even 9,000 there on Neo. They can keep buying for a few rounds yet. Has kRYSTAL picking up this AWP yet again here. Going to maybe try and challenge Pasha in the mid area.
Okay, so Strug's going to take control of mid, while Pasha has chosen to go into apps on this occasion. Nobody anywhere near him at the moment. We have Spiidi just watching a potential push from CTs towards the balcony area. TaZ is, in fact, you see, he's aiming his M4 up there, but not going to walk up there anytime soon. So Spiidi going to advance his position. Virtus Pro again in control of Banana. So I'm wondering if, because they've lost Snax and Grubby's playing on B, I'm wondering if they are being more aggressive than it otherwise might be on Banana to try and cut it off so they can play with their full A members instead of having to try and cope with a sub on the B bomb site.
Yeah, as Grubby now rotating around towards this A bomb site, seeing where Penta go. There are 40 seconds left in this round. As it's been pretty quiet on the Penta side at the moment. Grubby, again, playing really passive right now, just hanging in the wings, waiting to see if Penta do anything. There's 20 seconds left. Penta still yet to make a move. Yeah,
that bomb is still bottom mid, and they are running out of time and options. Going to have to try and force the issue here through the B bomb site. And that's going to be the right pick for them, as only Neo is on the site. Going to have Grubby coming in from CT for a little bit of support. He's in fact going to go through to the coals here. So it's going to be a 2-man hold from the coals. Going to get a fair amount of damage done, in fact. TaZ coming in just at the right time, and they just about get the bomb down. So that would be a good little bonus for the T's. But I mean, I think that could have gone either way. The CTs had one person on the site. The push came in, but the timing, the rotation from Virtus Pro, the cavalry honestly came just in time. It's like when Tyrion Lannister was about to die. You know, he's getting annihilated, and then suddenly, what's his face comes in with the horses and so on. You know, kill everyone.
I haven't seen Game of Thrones.
Nope.
Nope.
Marvelous.
That analogy just went way over my head.
Awesome.
Yep.
You were looking at me like I was an idiot. I thought something was wrong.
Yeah, no, I didn't join that hype train. Unfortunately.
Highly recommended, especially if you like breasts. Okay, so the T's on a full buy here, going to try and charge up and on, and one frag in the bag. Going to be Neo remaining on the B-bomb site, which is probably the preferable option of the two, since the other one is a sub. So, 4 remaining Virtus Pro players from the main roster to defend these bomb sites. Penta going to retreat now, just in case a bevy of nades come in. I'm being passed beer, not complaining. Alright. So, let's see where this bomb chooses to go, as we have 2-0-2 set up here. Nobody watching mid from the CTs. Well, you kind of have a little bit of that from TaZ.
It's, again, pretty quiet after these first few frags in this round. Penta now looking to go for this B-bomb site yet again, looking to be a bit more successful than the previous round as they pick off Neo to start things off in this push. They're going to have to wait for the fire to deplete before they make any moves. Going to throw a few grenades out here as well. Smoke off CT, smoke off coils, a few flashbangs in there as well as they're going to approach, but that doesn't stop Pasha with his AWP. But the AK will they trade 1-for-1 on this site as the rotation's coming around from CT now. Yeah,
normally that's a position where you see TaZ, last man standing on the site, trying to defend it, trying to waste time as his CTs rotate, but this time it's Pasha. He has to peek wide with York, gets one frag, but can't hold the rest of the site. But only Denis remains now as the rest of the CTs from the A site come and clean up. The Versus Plow is in full effect here as Penta get run over post-plants.
Yes, they do indeed. But again, they got the bomb down, so they've got some money to play with here. And the more rounds they lose in a row, the more income they get, the more chance there is of them pulling around back here, as we're seeing an AK buy come out from them yet again here.
All right, let's see what they choose to do. Again, Penta seems to be capable of a multitude of things here. We saw a fast push up banana with lots of frags on both sides. We also see slow pushes as well. And Pasha now was on the B-bomb site. Now he's on the A-bomb site getting a frag as Denis tried to charge up mid. So that may slow things down, but doesn't seem like it will, as Nex is going to try and go for it. TaZ going to clean him out from the little cubby hole there towards Arch. So 2-man advantage now for Virtus Pro, looking really solid on the CT side, despite having one of their plays DDoS. So somebody's going to be unhappy about that.
Yeah, they're able to hold anything that the Germans throw at them, as TaZ gets 2 bodies thrown at him and he deals with them very quickly, as it's now just Spiidi left, trying to just get 1, maybe 2 frags here, but not able to do so as Grubby puts an end to his life.
All right, so Virtus Pro looking pretty flush at the moment. Look at that cash. TaZ just close to 16k there. So things looking good for Virtus Pro, having that late pause come in for VP. Hopefully the game will resume quickly. In fact, it will be Strugs. Maybe going to quickly restart his game. I quite like this Karambit Rust Coast. I've been talking about knives for a while, but where are we?
Trying to find it.
Oh, it's gone. Okay, there it is.
There it is.
Yeah, I want one of those. That looks pretty cool to me. But I think this may be a few minutes, guys. I think we'll go to a very quick break and then come back with the remainder of this game. I think it's going to be about a 3-minute break, guys. So stick with us. Definitely follow us on Twitter. Make sure you hit follow on the channel as well. We'll keep an eye on the proceedings, and hopefully we'll have some giveaways a bit later on today. Hello guys and welcome back. Quick break there. I don't know what issue Strugs had, but he should be back on the server very shortly, and we should be ready to go on with the rest of this map.
Yep, 11-12. Very close game so far. Virtus Pro been looking strong in the most recent rounds though, but Penta, you never know, they could cause an upset here.
They could, but I'm quite impressed at how solid Virtus Pro have been on the CT side, especially with a stand-in as well. So whoever's trying to DDoS, your plan hasn't worked, buddy. TaZ is very pleased as well. Apparently he's being DDoSed on his old connection, but he has a new one, and he finds it hilarious. You
have to feel sorry for his parents though, wanting to watch him play, wanting to watch the fame.
Yeah, they can't get the stream open, man.
Yeah.
Never mind. So here is Neo with that lovely rusty knife. Love me a rusty knife. Did you ever watch that series on the internet about rusty spoons?
No.
Oh, I forget what it was called. Salad Fingers.
No, I think that one went over my head as well.
Oh, mate, you got to Google that one. It's good.
Pasha opening things up in this round, followed up by Neo, but Spiidi does return one, and byali getting 2 frags on the quad yet again here. That's 2 rounds in a row as Neo cleans things up. That was an eco round for Penta, and Virtus Pro dispatch of it very easily.
I have a Mag 7 covered in Katowice stickers, which cost me a lot of money, called Virtus.pro.
It's exactly what they're doing now.
Indeed it is. Virtus.pro is got the NOS in the engine and is in overdrive. But it's not over yet. kRYSTAL with an AWP again. Going to be facing off against pasha. Let's see where pasha is. Pasha going for the apps once again, JW style.
Yep, as kRYSTAL not finding anything top mid, no matter how long he waits, he probably won't find anything there the entire round, as Grubby has actually been pretty strong on this B-bomb site.
Ooh, pasha so aggressive. He could push all the way and have a look into second mid here. He is going to go for the peak as well. He's passed, in fact, Spiidi, and Spiidi I don't think has any idea that pasha is loitering in a very dangerous place indeed. We can see TaZ just positioning himself, because obviously pasha does not have vision of the mid area, so he's going to try and close that off. And pasha is, I mean, this is like matchmaking right now. The thing is, pasha has to be careful because he has an AWP. So while he may get 1 frag, things could go horribly wrong for the CT side. TaZ now, aggressive position in apps. He has to win this duel here, and indeed he will. See how this changes things for the CT side. pasha, yeah, indeed, he gets 1 frag and then falls to kRYSTAL.
Yep, you said how he'd get 1, but maybe not another. kRYSTAL, wow.
That was nice.
That was very nice. The AWP shot there onto TaZ, but it's not enough to keep them in this round. 14-11 now. Virtus Pro 2 rounds away from victory here as Penta, the cash is getting low. Having to go for these AKs this round, but look at pasha there. AWP, 4 days. He's got 16k in the bank. Yeah.
He's laughing right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, and again, 2 rounds away from victory. Virtus Pro looking unstoppable right now, and this is the Virtus Pro we all love to see. Penta still doing a good job though, but just not able to convert those rounds. Virtus Pro keep surviving with about 3 people alive, which is going to keep their money flush. And I think they may end up being good for the rest of the match here. We will have to see as trades come in towards the B-bomb site. Neo going to try and run back, slow the T's down, going to get that smoke out. Nice spray through the smoke there, perfect. Getting Denis down to 11 HP, and TaZ going to bring the bomb down. That's a lot of information for his team, gets a 2nd frag as well. You can see he's using the M4A4 there with very aggressive positions. Wouldn't be able to get multiple frags like that were he using a silenced M4.
No, and this is where dropping Denis down to such low HP is going to come back in Virtus Pro's favour. As he sneaks around, Neo not able to find it. Takes 7 HP off of him as he's sneaking back around onto the site. Neo gets dropped now, and it's down to byali and Pit to try and hold off this push. He gets the first, and Denis 4 HP. All they need to do is tickle him here, and he will fall. Denis does spot byali out. Pasha coming up from mid, but not needed as byali finds the frag, and it's map point to Virtus Pro.
Denis almost did a reverse roly-poly there after dying. Got to love these cadavers in this game. Pasha again with the AWP and just loads of cash in the bank. Neo with that lovely knife. Going over to the B-bomb site where he's done such great work, and got to have credit to Grubby as well. Has got 9 frags so far in this half after finishing the previous half 3-10. Now looking at 12-15, so having a much better CT side than a T side, and 2 large frags there coming in for Virtus Pro, trying to put a halt to this map very, very quickly here. Only Nex is remaining versus almost the entire Virtus Pro team. So pretty much a wipeout there. They just cleaned them out completely.
Yeah, I mean, Grubby, he took a while to get started, but had a really strong B defense there on their CT half, and it really showed. Byali, I think, as well, towards A side, he was just getting easy frags more or less every round from Penta, just pushing up top and mid, very limited grenades, just Byali mowing them down.
Excellent work there by Virtus Pro. So we will take a quick break as we go into Game 2. I think we should just check to see if we've hit 270,000 yet to see if it is time for a giveaway. We have 269.4, so we'll have to wait for at least one more map before that gets given away, guys, unfortunately. Make sure you follow the channel. And again, check the Twitter. We are giving away an M4A4 Dragon King as well. See you on the other side.